Hallo zusammen und herzlich willkommen zurück bei Blues and Bullets. Wir haben die ersten Hinweise gefunden auf den Verbleib von Sophie Capone. Aber ich glaube, es fehlt noch einiges. Ich quatsch noch mal mit, wie hieß er nochmal? Der Typ da draußen auf jeden Fall, der auf dem anderen Typen drauf sitzt. Geh mal ein bisschen schneller hier, Junge. Vielleicht gibt's ja neue Hinweise.
You're not going to help me?
No.
Okay, das kennen wir schon.
Not a detective. And there's too much blood in this
Ja,
tragedy to
ich
put it down.
weiß.
You want blood?
Ich kann das nicht
I promise
abbrechen.
you, we've got oceans of it right here. And unlike the blood in your Shakespeare, this is real.
Yet another reason.
Okay, und tschüss. Ich schaue mich mal da drüben um. Ich folge mal der Blutspur. Wow, das sieht ja verheißungsvoll aus. Was haben die hier gemacht? Steaks?
Based on what I got out of Ivankov and these pieces of evidence, I guess he's a human trafficker.
Wow, ganz ein Flotter.
Is there evidence that proves Ivankov was trafficking in humans?
Okay, da fehlen mir noch ein paar Hinweise. Mal sehen.
I think they tried to clean up urine stains with some kind of powerful cleaning product made with ammonia.
Okay.
The marks seem to have been made by teeth, although I can't be sure.
Wurden hier Tiere festgehalten?
Animal fur.
Ja. Katzen vielleicht? Tödliche, böse Katzen?
Just a number.
Wow. Okay, ein Hinweis fehlt noch. Wo ist der letzte Hinweis? Da unten, warte mal, da ist was. Da.
Bullet casings. They probably shot at whatever was in the cage.
Nein, nicht die arme Katze. Okay.
They invented these less than 20 years ago to make life easier for lumberjacks. I wonder how long it was before the mob was using them for their own ends.
2 Minuten.
This is fresh blood, not more than a day old.
Okay.
Dried blood. Been there a while.
Und Kratzspuren.
Marks left by the chainsaw, no doubt.
Was haben wir hier?
A cross painted by hand in blood. Was it the prisoner's own hand and their own blood?
Vielleicht. Oder er hat einen Pinsel.
Sickening smell, revolting stains. This was a toilet for whoever was locked up here.
Bist du sicher? Schau noch mal nach.
The diameter of these shackles is pretty conclusive. Wrists or ankles.
Okay.
There's still some water and the food hasn't dried out completely. This cage was occupied recently.
Aber von wem?
I think it says Abdelkader, the owner of the biggest prostitution ring in Santa Esperanza.
Den Namen haben wir auch auf der anderen Liste gesehen. Der Kampfliste.
3 Ks. Holy Christ.
Okay, ein Hebel. Oh. Ach, schön.
Jesus.
Ja. Kann ich da nicht rein? Anscheinend nicht, okay. Ist wohl das Handgepäck. Gibt es hier sonst irgendwo was? Nee, ich glaube nicht. Das heißt, hier haben wir alles gesehen. Aber sind das jetzt genug Beweise, um das Ganze mit Menschenhandel in Verbindung zu bringen? So.
A bucket that contained excrement. Shackles the right size for wrists and ankles. Recent traces of food and drink. No doubt about it. There were people in these cages. The size of the shackles, the troughs for food and drink, and the buckets for waste prove it. Can I prove that the people held here were sold? According to Ivankov's register, not all his merchandise is accepted by the customer.
Und das hier?
The cages are labeled with letters, or names and numbers.
Okay.
The labels on the cages could refer to the customers who buy human merchandise from Ivankov. I base this assumption on the register, in which some of the pieces are marked as acceptable and paid for, and others are not. What does he do with the ones that are rejected?
Oh oh, okay, ich vermute mal, dass die Kettensäge
A
zum
metal
Einsatz
table
kommt.
on which bodies were mutilated recently.
Ach doch nicht, okay.
Human bodies, dismembered and piled up like trash.
Dann eben das. Auch nicht. Ich dachte, die Abgelehnten.
Cages that likely house dogs.
Ich dachte, die wurden dann vielleicht irgendwie in die Hunde verfüttert, aber nein.
A scoreboard, like a knockout tournament.
Okay, mir fehlt noch ein Hinweis hier. Dann schauen wir mal weiter. Na, sitzt es sich bequem, alter Haudegen? Mann, ich darf hier die ganze Drecksarbeit machen. Aber wo muss ich jetzt hin? Nee, das muss irgendwo hier sein, oder? Habe ich hier noch irgendwas übersehen? Ich glaube nicht. Ja, ich weiß, Apollo ist toll. Apollo ist großartig. Da ist doch irgendwas.
Ivankov said he dreamt of becoming a boxer. Did his dreams come true down here? There's more than blood on here. There's chunks of brain.
Köstlich.
The leather's ripped, torn. By teeth?
Vielleicht. Heißt das, dass die eben nicht genommen wurden, dann in den Ring steigen mussten?
Chewed and stained with blood and body tissue.
Okay.
With all the pieces that are rejected by his customers, Ivankov organizes fights, probably to the death, between prisoners and between prisoners and dogs. Maybe even between prisoners and his own men. What is the fate of those that lose?
Okay. Jetzt kommt das hier.
A metal table on which bodies were mutilated recently. Human bodies, dismembered and piled up like trash. It seems clear that those that lose in combat are hacked to pieces. Some of them while they're still alive. I'd say they're then thrown into the water, but there's no proof.
Durchkämmt das
We're
Meer.
done here. Let's go.
Already? I thought I'd have time to finish Act 4.
Are you doubting my efficiency as a detective?
That would depend on the quality of your conclusions.
Ivankov is a human trafficker. He has various customers who make specific requests. Slavers, imps, God knows what else. He kidnaps them and puts them in these cages, shackling them and feeding them like animals until he's ready to complete the order. When he has enough, or maybe when the designated day comes around, his customer comes here and decides which of his catches are satisfactory and which are not. What does he do with the rejects? For many people, this would be a problem, but not for Ivankov. Like a true boxing fan, he organizes fights between the failed candidates. Bloody tournaments, possibly to the death. I'm sure his men place bets, and that the whole sick spectacle, like the Roman circus, helps keep morale high. But, as in the circus, it's not just people that fight. There are animals too. In these cages, Ivankov kept dogs. He forces the survivors to fight them, wearing boxing gloves, until the dogs tear them apart. And if anyone survives, Ivankov's own men finish the job. This leads us to the next problem. What does Ivankov do with the bodies? Easy. He cuts them up on this table, one by one. Alive, even, if they had the bad luck not to die in the arena. And then, I don't know. Maybe he throws them overboard, but that's always risky. Maybe if we interrogate him when he wakes up, he can tell us more. But that's not what really interests us. What really interests us is what's inside, or what was inside this container. In recent weeks, Ivankov has kidnapped 9 children for an anonymous client who pays him a fortune for each one of them. The most expensive item of all has been given the initials SC, our Sophia, as proved by one of her shoes, which I found in there. Today, or possibly last night, the customer took delivery of the children and paid in full. Before this, Ivankov bought them new clothes and gave them a shower. Why would he do that? Is it to sell them into adoption in wealthy families? I very much doubt it, but I can't figure out another reason. What I do think is that his client doesn't want to leave loose ends. I think he forced him to get rid of the rest of his prisoners. This is why they organized fights yesterday, dismembered the combatants, and even killed all the dogs.
Are you joking?
No.
Ihr sagt nein und unten stand ja.
Let's take this piece of shit to Capone.
What?
They're old friends. I'm sure Alphonse will be happy to.
Out of the question. You saw what he did to Burke. You want him to do it again? Want us to lose another witness? Christ, 20 years ago I let a child murderer slip through my fingers. I won't let that happen again. What if the two cases are related?
Not gonna persuade you, am I?
No.
Okay.
Au! Voll auf die 12.
Wake up, Elliot.
Are we there?
No, still a ways to go. But from here we have to go on foot.
Oh, wieder eine Erinnerung. Dockers Folgen. Ja, Freunde, das machen wir in der nächsten Folge. Und ich vermute mal, dass es hier jetzt um diesen Kindermörder geht, den er nicht schnappen konnte. Ich bin gespannt. Ich hoffe, ihr auch. Bis zur nächsten Folge. Mein Name ist Tako. Danke fürs Zusehen. Macht's gut.